Okay, so welcome back to the channel. It's been, I don't know, a very long time since I've done any proper filming that isn't just me vlogging. Give a brief update. Where are we at? It's the 9th of October. Yes, I've been on prep this whole time, nothing's really changed. However, we are 1 week away from the UKDFBA Finals, which is next Sunday. Today is my last lower body session at all. So today I'm training glutes and hamstrings. I hit my full leg day on Friday and my legs are still a little bit sore. So other than it being leg day today, it's actually a day off work, so I'm not doing any posing, but I have got clients competing at the WNBF in Birmingham this weekend. So I've had a morning doing some few checks with that, and we are coming to the end of like a 10-day dig just to bring that condition that they asked for basically at the qualifier. They basically said come in like 5 pounds lighter, tick. We've done that, so the work is pretty much done. Cardio is up at 45 minutes in this kind of 10-day dig, so I've been doing that fasted in the morning, steps at 13k, and my training day food got pulled down to 1100, and rest days were literally just over 1,000. So I've got possibly another 1, maybe 2 days with calories and expenditure at that point, and then we will peak. Obviously, being a small person, I don't need to load a hell of a lot of food, so it doesn't take much more than 4 or 5 days. But what we do want to do is make sure my body is ready to actually absorb all of those carbs, because if my expenditure is still super high, my body is not going to actually absorb any of that food. So we're going to taper cardio down, steps down as well to around 6-7k. So basically not going out of my way to do any walking at all. So my body is kind of more primed to taking the food, and then from there we will be using Peak Max as well, like I've done for my other shows, and just increasing the dose from 1 serving up to 4, possibly 5 servings the day before the show. So that is the kind of plan for this week. I am checking in daily with Vicky, and this is super important because she never gives me a set plan at the start of peak week, because things are subject to change, you know, like as my cardio gets tapered down and the food does increase, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. Obviously by now we've done 2 shows this season, so we've got a really good idea of how my body is going to respond. It's not always the same, so daily check-ins. Got a new bikini as well, which I'm absolutely in love with. We've gone for red for finals, never worn red, so really excited to get that on. Generally feeling quite tired at this point. It's been a long season. I've been on prep since March, and I'm now at the point where I'm like, give me body fat and get me into the off season, because I've got a very big and very exciting off season ahead of me. Obviously this is my last season doing bikini, so I want to go out with a bang at finals. Then also I want to make sure that post show I nail whatever's going to happen post-show, so that I'm set up for a really good, long, improved season before even thinking of stepping on stage in figure. So I'm just about to finish my Stimmy Max and then do a little bit of mobility work, just because with my recovery not being superb right now, I'm just going to make sure that everything's where it needs to be, especially when I'm hammering the posing at the moment. Can't be falling apart more than I already am.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and
It's just saying how quiet I've become, like in the gym. Just as my energy's gotten lower, it's just like leave headphones in, just get things done so you can go home. Especially this last 10 days, it's been very much like just come in, do what you need to do, pose, finish steps, anything like that. But definitely this last kind of few weeks, notice the difference just in how I am in the gym. Just getting things done and ticking off the workouts. But to be fair, all of my carbohydrates are pre-workout at the moment, so my performance this year hasn't actually taken that much of a hit because we're really smart with how we do my foods. You know, I'm not having carbs at any other meal other than pre-workout. So it just means I've actually got some fuel to train, and numbers haven't taken a massive hit. I would say though that numbers have dropped on the whole, of course, but I am significantly lighter. I'm low 48 kilos right now, which is very small, rather than the off-season 59 kilos. So it's a big chunk of weight, and I definitely feel light. I feel so small. So all fun and games though. All fun and games. So my next exercise, I literally just started with calves, which was 3 sets, so nothing crazy there. Calves on both leg days, and I imagine a lot more calf work with me going into figure because I have no calves. So yes, got to grow those as well. So we come on to the seated hamstring curl, and I've got 3 sets here. Because today is predominantly glutes and hamstrings. So I've got a top set of 8 to 10, and then I've got 2 more sets of 10 to 12. So still my volume is pretty low. Like on all of my preps, we've never just changed training completely. The goal is to keep the muscle, and however you grew the muscle in the first place, the way in which you retain that muscle is by training in the same manner as you do in your off seasons. So that the muscle has reason to stay there, especially when we're dieting. We want to make sure that we're actually providing some sort of stimulus so that the muscle doesn't just fuck off, basically. So I'm just going to do a few warm-up sets, make sure my hamstrings are okay. I've been doing a lot of traveling recently, so like my lower back and my legs in general from doing lots of sitting and carrying bags are a little bit just kind of achy, and just being on prep since March, my body's a little frazzled, so just got to make sure I do my warm-ups properly. But yeah, I love this hamstring curl. It feels brilliant.
Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief.
Basically, as I've gotten lighter, it's just been a case of making sure I actually like stay locked into these machines, because my strength hasn't declined like crazy. The weights that I'm using a lot of the time are very, very close to my body weight, so I end up being like flung around a fair amount. So it's just making sure that I actually stay in the machine and use my hamstring rather than arching and using my lower back. So that is sometimes a bit of the battle, which is not great, and another reason why I don't like being this light. It's not great.
They'll see with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it.
Well, I managed to stay in the machine. It's always a bonus. Okay, so we've got RDLs, except it's just 1 set, and it's actually a pause set. So I'll hit an 8 to 10, and I will be making sure that I'm spending 1 count kind of in the bottom in the stretch. Now, the reason why we've taken the volume down, because initially I was doing 2 sets of 8 to 10. Actually, sorry, I was doing an 8 to 10 and then a 10 to 12, but we've changed it to 1 pause set of 8 to 10, just to kind of increase the intensity a little bit and reduce the volume. So it sounds like it's really not a lot of work, but the effort and intensity that I'm putting into 1 paused set of 8 to 10 is a lot. So yeah, just gonna warm up, make sure this feels all good, and then yeah, get pulled around by this barbell, which is, yeah, fun Fun times. Yeah. That was a rare prep smile. The people that get a smile out of me on prep, they're the ones.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago.
Okay, so that warm-up definitely felt okay. My back definitely feels better than it did the other week. So that was a 50 kilo warm-up. Probably do one more warm-up at 65 and then do my working at 70, I think. Okay, we'll see how it feels. Because my hamstrings already feel pretty good from those seated curls, what I'm gonna do is not do another warm-up and I'm just gonna go straight to my working set because, oh, that really hurt. Because as I don't want to do too many warm-ups, it does really take it out of me at the moment, especially on a compound like this. I'm just going to go straight up. Last time I hit this session, I did 70 for, I think, possibly 10, I think it was, pause. So I'm actually going to go 75, only because my back and hamstrings actually feel pretty good today. So, yeah, and I like a challenge, so there we go. And also the pressure of the camera as well. It's like, if you don't do it, you're a failure. Kidding, that's a bit much, but that's how my mindset kind of works at this point. Just because you're on prep, it's not an excuse to, you know, take a back seat from training hard. So that's 75, which feels heavy when I unrack it, let's just say that. But try not to kind of let that unracking and the feeling of 75 kilos when you're 48 get to your head too much, so just cracking on with it really. But yeah, pause set, so I better make these pauses good.
Every day, the past is where it stays. Way back a year ago, I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same.
So with this, I've got to make sure I warm up properly. I've been having massive issues with my IT band and hips this year, and sometimes it just means that a leg press is like not an option. It's very much like on the day. So for the last kind of 3 weeks, I've actually been able to leg press perfectly, so I'm really, really happy. However, I kind of had to start working the weights up from like nothing again. So the load I'll use today is like 3 weeks into trying to progress something really. So the load isn't heavy at all, but the stretch I get on the vertical leg press for my glutes and hamstrings is amazing. So I'm just super happy that I can actually do some sort of pressing movement at the moment for my quads, for my hamstrings is what I mean. So, okay. Green light. Yay! Means we can press today, no pain. To be fair, this machine is actually very heavy on its own, so I won't be doing 5 plates a side on it.
As they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays. Way back a year ago.
Literally just feel like being upside down doesn't help. The blood flow to your head is pretty rough, but no pain in my hips, which is a bonus, and both sets progressed, which is great. Obviously it's not a hell of a lot of weight, but coming back from not being able to leg press at all, for quite a while. I'm pretty chuffed. So hopefully we'll carry this over into off season. And I just need to make sure that I stay on top of osteopath massage work, because that's the only reason my hips are kind of better, is because I've been a lot more regular with my massage work, and it's definitely paying off. So happy days there. I was both sets done here. We are coming back to a hamstring curl again. This time it's a pin loaded lying curl, and then we'll be finishing legs off with 3 sets of leg extension before some ab work, because abs. All of the hamstring volume today. Hitting hamstring curls twice. Just, oh, it's a movement where you just think it shouldn't be that exhausting, but keeping the tension in the hamstrings and actually thinking of the contraction rather than just like moving your weight from A to B. I know everyone says it, but if you actually just think about squeezing the heel all the way into your glutes, you get such a good mind-muscle connection if you actually concentrate on what you're doing. And I've actually been pretty impressed with the growth of my hamstrings since the last time I competed. So just making sure I always feel that mind-muscle connection, even when it's hard, and not like wasting these sets, because my volume isn't high. So I have to make sure that every single set is executed with some sort of effort and intensity, because otherwise the muscle's going to disappear, especially being a natural. We don't have many tools in the cupboard to use other than training, rest, food. So making sure everything is performed with, just that little bit more accuracy. So I've got one more set here. Again, it's a 12 to 15, so higher rep range than the seated hamstring curl. And then I have 3 sets of leg extension, and that is the only kind of quad work or quad isolation we're doing today, since this is the glute and hamstring session.
I ain't going back, I'm not falling. I'll push all my chips and call all in. I'll bet on myself, you keep stalling. I hear destiny and it's calling. I'll keep my head up high through the downs and lows, and we're all going live. Still nobody knows, but I'ma choose what's right and take what comes and goes. And ain't no one in life holding me back no more. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I'll move on.
So as everyone knows, abs are only made on this one machine and not the kitchen. Kidding. It's all about your diet. I literally hit 4 sets of abs a week, and they're fairly good going. The secret is having low enough body fat to see them. There is no magical exercise. Just find an exercise that you connect well with and don't throw your reps away. So same thing as every other muscle group.
Way back a year ago.
So I've got a 2 10 to 12s and then a high repper of 12 to 15, and making sure that I actually get my quad short and that I feel the contraction. These always absolutely ruin me, so that's fun. Just do a little bit of warm up because I haven't touched on quads yet today. 12, 12, 12. I just can't get up. Oh well, that'll have to wait. My ball's too far. Like, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow with like double leg day DOMs. I think it's so much. Oh, it's actually not funny. I'm scared. I'm gonna be like rolling out of bed. Fuck my life, right? Like I was just saying, I really enjoy training on my own because it kind of forces you to rely on yourself for motivation. Now, yeah, motivation isn't always there and it's discipline and all the rest of it, but if you can talk yourself into putting 100% effort and intensity into your sessions and not having to rely on a training partner, I think that is probably like the best thing. And I've always pretty much trained on my own. Yeah, I've had training partners come and go. Most of my sessions I train on my own, and just thinking I never want to be outworked, and if I can rely on myself to get through the session, tick off all of those hard sets, and it makes you feel like untouchable. You know, if you can deliver your best in every single session, then that's all you can ask of yourself. But for me, the idea of being outworked scares the hell out of me. And that's all I'm thinking of is, would someone else be working harder than me? And if the answer's even potentially yes, then fucking get on with it and work harder. Because you get rewarded for working hard. You don't get rewarded for working like a little bitch. Work hard and you will always see a return from that. So yeah, I like training on my own, and I like proving to myself that I can do hard things on my own. I don't need someone to push me through a set because it's all up here. It genuinely is all up there. I don't like having someone shout in my face, really. I like to shout at myself in my own head. I don't like someone else being there, and it's always kind of been like that for me. If I can do a contest prep at the age of 17 and get there with 99% of my sessions done by myself, I can damn well do it now, you know, 3-4 years later. And I just like proving to myself that I can work hard, and that is the only motivation that I really need. And that's why I love this sport, because it's so individual. You know, you're the only person that can put the effort in, even more so on prep. So yeah, I think that's what my mindset is when it comes to training. But yeah, love it. Yeah, I'm a slide out of here. Actually, I might just wait a sec, because I'm not sure my legs actually work. I can't even like flex my quads. Nice. Yeah. Paralysed, that's what we like. Okay, so I actually nearly had a little like happy relieved cry, because pretty sure that was my last like full out leg session. I may have a leg session during peak week, but that will be with 1 or 2 reps in reserve. So it's just kind of like tick that box. The last proper leg session is done and dusted. I am quite battered right now, so I'm looking forward to not having much else to do on my Sunday. I've started to just kind of taper back with work a little bit more, because my weekends were pretty full of posing. Going from the first 2 shows of the season, it just kind of left me a bit wiped out. So I'm learning from that and making sure that give myself some extra time to kind of unwind in the evenings, especially at this point in the season. This is like peak week number 3 we're coming into. It does take a toll on your body the more shows that you do. So that is the leg session done. It's really weird, really surreal when you get it ticked off. But if you guys have made it through to this far in the video, then please don't forget to like the video. And if you are not already subscribed, then please do drop a subscribe to my channel. I will most likely be vlogging the finals because I've got my family coming to support me, so there will be people able to film, because I don't really like vlogging too much on show day, just because it's a little bit of pressure and that sort of thing. But I am gonna make sure that I get some content out for you guys for the final 2 shows of the season. So we are just about to enter the final peak, and I'm so excited. This is the best I've looked, and I can't really ask for much more than that. So thank you all ever so much for following along this year's prep journey, and let's go out of bikini with a bang. But thank you ever so much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.